Hi, I'm going to do a review on Kill Binary. As you can see, I'm now running the promotional video. Um, Now, the amazing thing about this promotional video is that they tried very well to be think out of the box, right? Very interesting approach they're using here. I'm quite impressed with them. But at the same time, we look at it, we know that it's not real, right? We know that it's presented as if it's some breaking news somewhere. That's the first thing that tells you that what's happening here is just pretend stuff, okay? It's not real. The woman has got a very posh London accent. The man pretends to be American, but he's not. You can tell the accent is quite English. It's not American at all. It's someone from England. Right, so they go about just pretending, talking about all his successes. But the most interesting thing about this guy is that when he says that he's made so much money, right, and he can't show for it, right? I always say that when you see them doing that, saying that they've made this amount in this system, so where is the check? What evidence do you have? And once you see that they don't have any evidence, okay, that means what they're saying is just false. These are just guys that are hired. These are actors that are hired to come and do these things for companies, right? That's how you tell these things. So whenever you see them, be very wary about them. You know. And also, if you look at them in their eyes, what they're saying, it doesn't. You can tell when somebody is lying, right? The same thing that you meet them on the road and they're telling you lies. You can tell from their eyes, this person is lying to me, right? Same thing applies on video. If you learn to practice that habit of being able to detect, you can tell if somebody is lying or not lying. Okay, so this is one thing. And then the other thing is, because I just want to go ahead, the other thing is this system is supposed to be produced by a guy called David. Now, strange thing is, why should they call him David? Why don't they say David and his surname? Give us his second name, right? And they don't. And once they do that again, you realize that something is fishy here. Because if it was a real name, they'll give you the name. So you go out there and search for David and see who is this David. If it's an actual person that has discovered some fantastic system that works. Right there and then, you realize you're going nowhere. So really, Kill Binary, I wouldn't go for it. I wouldn't buy anything from them because really they're up to taking your money. That's basically what they're doing. So now, what's the solution to things like this? I think the solution is we should get marketers. Okay, we as marketers, we should get out there and be the ones that can be counted. Do things that are transparent. Do things that are true. Bring proper testimonial. Somebody with a check that shows that they've been working for a company, so and so a company. They've made this, and you can actually contact the person and ask them, is it true that you made this much? That's the kind of atmosphere that we want. Okay, you need a system which you can go and see if it's real before you can spend all this amount of money that's supposed to be spent here. Okay, I mean $250 is quite a lot at a go, just from your pocket, just to give to somebody who's just going to disappear with it. It's a lot. So now that's why my name is Adrian Manyathelo, and many years ago I started to try something online. Really, it was an inspiration that I got while passing by a cash machine, and I began to think that there should be a way in which if the guys that own the cash machine can be able to generate some income, make some business out of that, there should be a way in which I can generate money using the internet too. So then I went into the internet. Well, when I started, I just I just found some guys that were doing some surveys. They'd give me like 1 penny for 50 surveys, and I kept on doing that for months and months on. Until one day I was just watching television and I saw this lady on tele, and she was talking about an online business that she's running, and contacted her only to find that actually it's not only her, that just a number of entrepreneurs who that's David there, by the way. That's David, that's him. He calls himself David only. There's no surname, so it means this thing is just forget about it. Okay. Now, so this lady told me that she works with these other entrepreneurs. So I joined them, and we started looking for online businesses. We started to look for some kind of business that we can do online. And the first one we got to was a guy who seemed very good. He was quite good. I like it. I like this training. He was training us week in and week out. But after some time, he says, "Okay, guys, I just want I want to come out. I've come out with an idea of making this virtual machine that just spits out leads, spits out customers, that will just give you customers. So if all of us here can contribute about $250 each, then we should be able to buy this machine." And he had selected a few of us, about 200 of us, online, and we agreed to that. And then he ran away with our money, and we never got our money back. And then the next guy, he told us that, "No, all you need to do is bring friends and family into my system, and it shall be well with you." I remember I went out there, and I got about 200 people into that system, and then a few months later, we were told that the guy is in trouble with the federal government authorities because his business was not right. So we lost our money there again. Finally, we found something that was really transparent. A group of people that were really transparent. That really allow you, even as a newbie, you just come in, you go through a trial, pay a small amount of money, go through a trial, literally to go and see the community, to meet everybody, just like everybody, like the guy that might have bought every other product in the system. Okay, you go in there, you see everything, see whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, you get your money back, and you leave the system. And I think that's the fairest way of doing things. That's why I like the system that I'm doing. If you want to try it, please click on the link below, and let's get rock and rolling. Let's get rid of all these fake marketers. Thank you so much, and bye for now.